Go. Let me look at the camera here. Looking at you. Hey everyone, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, a person looking at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And it's a big day in the world of Street Fighter V. Of course, EVO happened last night, and Capcom made a couple. Oh, hey Randy, how's it going? You're quick, by the way. I just started the stream. EVO happened last night, and the big announcement relating to Street Fighter V is they revealed G, they revealed Sagat. Both of those characters are out now. I see Randy's still waiting on the Blaze Blue characters. I have not bought any of that DLC, so maybe I will check that out a little later. But Sagat and G have been out for... I think they just came out like an hour or so ago. I do have Sagat. I'm probably not going to play much Sagat on stream. I'm kind of hoping we can run into a bunch of players online. I've already played a few G players, I've played a few Sagat players. At the very least, I'll have some footage of those characters on the website, inthirdperson.com, on the YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/jetinThirdPerson. That's Jet with 2 T's, in third person, all in one word. And I don't think I'm going to play much Sagat tonight, because I think that would make for a bad stream, at least for me. I don't know if people want to watch me in training mode for the next hour and a half, fumble through combos and sit through story mode and all that jazz. So I kind of want to play some competitive matches against good players who have actually done stuff and tried to figure things out. I think it'll just make for better video in the end. Of course, that's assuming we can get some matches going. This matchmaking is taking its sweet time. So we might be waiting here a little bit until this gets going. I guess while we're here, we can talk a little bit about Street Fighter V, the state of the game, why I haven't really played it in the last year with any sort of seriousness. Yeah, so Arcade Edition came out at the beginning of this year, started with the start of Season 3, so Sakura came out at the same time. The game got a bunch of... Here we go, finally. We got a match. Finally got a proper arcade mode, which they really expanded upon. It got... yeah, the Season 3 characters, a whole new UI. Finally, okay, there we go. This is what we were looking for. Looking for some Sagat, the king. Let's go. Oh man, we're battling for the wins here on the same clan. That's exactly what's going down. And so I'm going to apologize in advance. If my Street Fighter V play is trash, that's because I haven't played this game with any sort of seriousness in a long time. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's get this party started. Oh, jeez. There it is. Okay. Oh! That whip. I probably should have punched that a little harder. I missed that punish. There it is. Okay. Oh no! Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Oh! Jeez, that was too close. I dropped that combo. Ugh. Uh-oh. Okay. Bring it over. Oh. What was the combo again? Man, I am dropping it real bad. I have to crush counter there. Okay, got game 1. Whew. Let's get it. Yeah, so Street Fighter V got this arcade edition, really rounded out the game in a way that made it more of a complete package, probably where the game should have been all along from launch. And for me, I feel like I had my fill of Street Fighter V before that point, so the arcade edition update wasn't really enough of a motivator for me to get back into it. And I was playing other stuff at the time as well, like Dragon Ball FighterZ came out at that time, and he is zoning me out really well with those pokes. I like that. Huh. Those footsies. Oh, man. That was a great adjustment on his part. Okay, shutting down the neutral with those kicks. We'll have to find another way in. Let's see what we can do. Oh, jeez. Finish our plate. Oh, good uppercut. Huh. Good catch. There it is. Okay. I will say, like, the characters... Sagat and G look, compared to your Cody's and Falk in particular, Sagat's animations look way better. Alright, let's go. Ooh, Jesus. Hit a button. No! Oh, jeez, that was a bad punish. Really bad punish. There it is. That was not a... That was not...
You win.
That was sloppy. That was sloppy. But I'll take the W this time. Hopefully we can get a couple more G's, a couple more Sagats before we wrap up the stream. Maybe we'll do a little bit of Sagat stuff. Just to see what he can do. But yeah, where were we? We're talking about Arcade Edition, and they've made these updates. And yes, before Season 3 started, before Arcade Edition, I feel like I had my fill of the game. I was grinding it out really hard in Street Fighter V. It was the most serious I would take in a fighting game before. I played a ton of online matches, went to a bunch of tournaments. I peaked. I mean, maybe it's not too late for me, but I hit a high point in my fighting game career where I won the World Gaming Regional Championship and got 17th in the country in Street Fighter V, and that was a really exciting experience. I think being at least classified on the level of some of the best Canadian players, and the experience of traveling out to play in that regional tournament, traveling to the city, and getting the quote-unquote top player perks of being in that situation, and to the point where leading up to the tournament they were running promos in movie theaters across that's a 3-bar movie theaters across Canada. And so for 2 weeks I was getting texts and phone calls of like, oh man, I saw you on the screen before my movie, and that was really sweet. And then after that I competed in a couple more tournaments, and I fell out of it. Part of it was just the particulars of how Street Fighter V is played compared to the other Street Fighter games. I know there are a lot of people who want to throw shade at Street Fighter V for the way it's been designed, and I'm not necessarily going to say that Street Fighter V is better or worse than the other games in the series. It is different. There's a much heavier emphasis on rushdown play. There is a lot more of a sort of, like, so much more of an emphasis on in the moment being able to guess the right thing, because the way that inputs work in the game, the input lag is a little higher than in other fighting games, so you really have to commit to the decisions that you make. And on top of that, you've got like the input buffer where it's easier to do massive combos. It's pretty much every mistake you make is gonna hurt really bad, and you can make a series of quick mistakes and be dead in like 5 seconds in this game. And so, I mean, those are things that, like, not to say that that's a bad thing at all. It was just a style that it hurt my heart, I will say. Just being in that high pressure. Oh man, did he quit? Not want to play? Damn. Just, it was hard being in that, playing that all the time. And I think, what else? I was also playing other stuff at the time. I know they're completely unrelated. I got really into Pokemon Go, which took me outside of the house, and that was a lot of fun. Then I sort of started coming back around Season 2, and then I just started playing ARMS, and then from that point, that was kind of it. I fell in love with...
Time for battle.
Let's just take this match and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not too bad. And then I just, like, realized that, oh, there are other fighting games out there. I know Street Fighter is the biggest fighting game in the universe, and... But that's okay if I don't want to play... Okay, great, another Sagat. If you don't want to play Street Fighter, like, you don't have to play Street Fighter. There are a lot of other great fighting games out there, and yes, you're not going to be part of the IT crowd and all that stuff, but that's okay. Play what you want to play, and for the longest time, I just didn't want to play this game. Alright, I hear music. Though I do kind of feel like part of me longs for the days of being more invested in modern Street Fighter, keeping up with the tournament scene, trying my best to level up.
Round 1.
Alright, let's go.
Fight.
Ooh, okay, just the tip. Alright, we'll take it. Yeah, I haven't played Sagat Story Mode. I don't know what he's doing at this point in his life before in the Street Fighter V universe. Curious to see what that's all about. I did buy the character, so at some point I will play him. Not sure if I'm going to get around to it on this stream. Uh-oh. Ooh, good cross under. Ooh, good overhead. That seems kind of slow, though. Oh, jeez. Good EX. Oh, no. I dropped that. Oh, jeez. I'm so lucky that my hitbox moves with that punch. There we go.
You win.
he wants to run it back.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh. Good anti-air. Oh, he... Oh geez, that's not the button I meant to hit. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Oh, that's not the button I meant to hit. Good anti-air.
Round two. Fight.
Very curious to see where Sagat ends up placing on the tier list in this game. I would hope that he is a good character. Just because he's partly because he's a fan favorite, and I really hope he ends up being a good zoner in this game, which I think the game is still lacking good zoning characters. That's the wrong punish. I need to crush counter that. Alright, there we go. Alright, we take a set. Cool.
You win.
Are we about to hit level... we're like 1,000 points away from hitting level 600, whatever that means. But yeah, watching Evo last night, I tuned in. What did I watch? I watched the end of Guilty Gear. And yeah, it was the grand finals of Guilty Gear, and man, Guilty Gear looks so cool. I really wish I had the skills and the knowledge to play that particular franchise, because I think those games look amazing. And it's just the way that mechanics stack on top of mechanics, stack on top of unique inputs for every single character. It becomes way too much to try and learn. I know Guilty Gear emphasizes like you're supposed to just learn one character and that's it, but it's hard to get a feel for like different characters when you're learning like almost a brand new game for every single character. It does look cool, and the finals are really exciting for that. I skipped out on Melee. There we go, another Sagat. Just all the Sagats. I want to see at least one G. General kills. Let's go.
Round one. Fight.
Bad punish. I gotta crush counter this. There it is. Oh no! Oh no, this is bad. This is real bad news. Oh no! Oh, I got so lucky there. Ugh. I'm not happy with myself here.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, good throw. I love that throw as well. Ooh, the overhead. Oh, I should have finished that harder. Oh no! That was a bad read on my part. So lucky! Ugh. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, a person look at video games, board games, other nerdy pursuits. We are playing some Street Fighter V. I am not playing Sagat or G right now. I may play some Sagat a little later in the stream, depending on how things go. But right now, I'm just trying to play against Sagat and G players, just so you guys can get a sense of how they look, and hopefully you get a better sense of how they look and play against more capable hands, because I'm not gonna be any good at... Oh, rushed in a little too hard. Corner. Get that little mix up there. One of my all-time favorite maneuvers in this game. Just the dipsy-do, jump into the corner and then jump back out for a cross-up. People have scouted that though. Definitely like week 1 tactics. Gimmicks. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Ooh, bad read on the throw. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you could snuff that. Oh no, I keep dropping that. Oh. Oh no. He messed that up. Uh-oh, and I messed that up. And he threw me the wrong way though. Anti-air. Great. Halo 3. No, I've updated it. It should... I mean, I'll update it again. If you refresh the page, it should say Street Fighter V. Maybe that's why no one's clicking on the thing. Or maybe I need to rescrape it. Oh, why does it say Halo 3? Ugh. Update. What? Hold on. Looking for G and Sagat players. Okay, there. I got the check mark. And now when I hit refresh, it should say Street Fighter V. Let me know if it says Street Fighter V. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it updated just now. Alright, let's see. I mean, we can start hypothesizing, I guess, about the Rashid versus Sagat match. I think that role of Rashid's is going to be a real problem for Sagat zoning Rashid out. I did like what that one player did who kept using the standing light kicks. I think it was a light kick to keep me at bay when I tried to roll in. Now the game says Street Fighter V and the title still says Halo. I don't know, man. Oh, okay, we got more Sagats. I'm updating it. There, I just updated it again. I will update 2 times. 3 times. Hopefully that does the trick. Alright, let's go. Sagat again. Hold on. Ooh. Nope, that was bad. Oh, he didn't have the punish ready. Ooh, wow, that hurt. Oh no, I meant to dash there. There. Alright, if it keeps switching back and forth, like, I don't know what more I can do at this point. Oh no, that was a terrible punish for a whiff tiger uppercut. Ooh, good uppercut. Oh no, I dropped it. This is not good. Oh, that's... Yeah, it was bad. Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up, Randy.
Final round. Fight.
I think the trick for people who, like me, who have struggled with adjusting to the particulars of Street Fighter V, I think you just kind of have to let go of what your definition of what Street Fighter should be. And, I mean, people say, like, oh, it's a footsies game, it's this, it's that. Like, every numbered Street Fighter has been a largely different game. Oh no, that was a bad... I dropped the soap on that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go.
You win.
What was I going to say? I think, yeah, if you played Street Fighter 2, like vanilla Street Fighter 2, and then jump to Street Fighter 2 Turbo, very different game. You jump to Street Fighter 2 Turbo to Street Fighter Alpha, very different game. The Alpha Series 3, very different. And so on and so forth.
Round one.
And all of those games, like, yes, they have a lot of the same characters, and general framework is the same, but they make so many differences between them that you just kind of have to let it go with... Uh-oh. Oh, good uppercut. Whew. Alright, once again, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, other nerdy pursuits. Thank you for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, Sagat and G are out now. I am not planning on playing... I just bought Sagat, but I don't think it would make for an interesting stream if you guys were just watching me play Sagat in training mode the whole time. So, I'm just playing online with my main, and hoping that we run into Sagat and G players. So far it's been all Sagat, and I did the wrong button there. Okay. Alright, let's close this out. There it is. And so, like, when I think about part of why I tripped up with Street Fighter V, I played Street Fighter 4 seriously from 2000, like, all the way from vanilla to ultra. And it was the first game that I played super seriously thousands of hours invested in that game. I got to the top of the leaderboards with multiple characters, and I spent so much of my time, my effort, and I've built up a ton of nostalgia around that game and its particular quirks. And Street Fighter 4 definitely not a perfect game in its own right. I think the one-frame link system was too unforgiving, being able, or asking players to, in order to get decent damage, hit these one-frame links that are basically impossible in online play. And in particular, they're not even consistent in local play unless you are like the absolute best of the best of the best. Then it also had issues with the wake-up game and unblockables and option selects for throws and all sorts of crazy stuff. But I got comfortable with that, and that was the game that I learned. That was the game I loved. And when I jumped over to Street Fighter V, it was different. I feel like Capcom went way out of their way to try and address all of the faults of Street Fighter 4. And at first I really liked it, but then some other issues cropped up, and that stuff ended up becoming off-putting to me. And I think I've just come to realize, like, it's not that Street Fighter is wrong. There's rules of thumb on how to make a fighting game, but you can make a fighting game however you want. And it's not so much that the game was bad, and that's not bad. I don't think I've ever felt it was bad. It just was different from what I had played, and you just kind of have to let that go. If you really want to fully embrace the Street Fighter V experience. Like, I played Street Fighter 4, and then there was a time where I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I was starting that game pretty much from scratch. And I had to learn all new stuff. And that didn't bother me so much, because I wasn't sitting here saying, like, oh, my old Street Fighter, I had to do this and this. And, like, this is a completely different game. Let me just learn this for what it is. And I think I've been able to learn a lot of different fighting games, like just being able to leave my preconceptions at the door and just learn the game for what it is. With Street Fighter V, it's been hard. Maybe harder than ever, because it was... Okay. This is kind of... well, very laggy. Whoa. Alright. This is not the character matchup I wanted, but... hey. Ooh. We'll take on all comers. No, you go back in the corner. Alright, lock this down. Oh no! Fireball? Oh, okay, that worked anyway. Alright, there we go.
Okay, 10 points. I did it. Round 2.
Oh, where's the clock? That guy just let me walk him into the corner. What's going on? You rope-a-doping me right now? Ooh. That was a very meaty. Oh no! I didn't dash properly. Alright, here we go. Classic. He scouted that. Oh no! And he scouted that too. Oh, he didn't get the punish right though. I didn't time that. Oh, he should have finished me right there. There, it's okay. You got it. Damn.
It's a very difficult fight. Final round. Fight.
Hoping we can get some G before I wrap up the stream. Oh no. Good V reversal. It's interesting. Like, I think my most recent fighting game adventure is through Pocket Rumble. And ooh, there you go. Now you hit your confirms. That was a good punish. And that game is like on the complete opposite end of Street Fighter in terms of stature. Brand new fighting game. It's got online leaderboards, have about 10,000 people playing that game. And I'll run the 2 out of 3 on this, it's fine. And it's really interesting diving into the community of that game because it's so different from Street Fighter V. I can go Google or YouTube search Street Fighter V and type in a character's name and find just tons of videos with guides and ooh, good parry. Really? You're gonna... Okay. You're gonna taunt that because you hit me with one good parry? He's burning me on those jump backs. No. Oh no! Ah, yeah. Just like the idea that all the information is out there, and from multiple sources. You want to find a guide on how to play as Karen, you can find like 10 great YouTube videos right now. And Pocket Rumble, like, if you just want to find match footage, like, that doesn't exist. Like, some of my stuff is some of the highest rated material just because there's nobody else covering the game. There's the June video, the Tech Combos and Exploration. It's got hundreds of views. One of my most popular videos of the last month. And I think that video is terrible. That was me just, like, messing around with the character on the first day, not really knowing what I was talking about, and it's still doing incredibly well. I tried to put a combo video, or like tag a combo video in the comments that actually had like a little more thought to it, and that one's still not taking off in the same way. Just because there's so, I don't know, people really want the tech and the guides, and it's just, it doesn't exist. And from talking to the guys in the Discord community for Pocket Rumble, which is a really great community. If you have any interest in Pocket Rumble, like check that community out. They have all the information, but they don't really have written guides. It's just stuff that everyone's talked about in the chat and information that's shared within the group. Huh. He's burning me repeatedly on that. And so, even now, like, we're a month into that game's life, and if you want to learn stuff on that game, your best bet is to go into that Discord and ask some questions.
You win.
So it's interesting, like, how will, like, Street Fighter V develop so fast because so many people were playing it and putting together the materials. They had the means, the motivation to write all that stuff, but the Pocket Rumble community is so much smaller by comparison, and yeah, just getting information out there it's tough. And then I don't know if that game's ever gonna have much of a local tournament scene or anything to that scale. But it's different. Like, you're playing this game, and the people who play that game really love it. I really enjoy it as well. But at the same time, it's this idea of, like, am I, and I don't mean to be mean here, but like, am I wasting my time playing this game that not many people are playing? I mean, that answer is going to be different for different people. I personally say play what you like and leave it at that, but I can't ignore the fact that player base and all that stuff aren't factors either. For some people, they really want to be a good player in it. They want to be a good player in a really big pond versus like the best player in a small pond. Okay, here we go. Some more. Sagat versus Rashid. Man, where's the G's at? Uh-oh. TLTGUT the Ronin. This is like the highest ranked player we've played so far.
Round one. Fight.
Uh-oh. Nope, not that time. Oh man, we both went for it. Oh no! That was bad. Okay, what's the... There it is, just walk up light. Whew.
Round two. Fight.
Uh-oh. I'm getting so lucky there that those cross-ups are whipping when I miss that button. Oh no! Jeez. Oh no, I threw him the wrong way. Ooh, that was a deep cross-up. Please! Alright, cool. Whew!
You win.
How long have we been streaming now?
Round one.
Let's go.
Fight.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think for me to ultimately get back into Street Fighter V, and I'm not sure. I don't think I've completely closed the door on Street Fighter V because I've had my moments where I have bailed out on Street Fighter. There was at least 1 year of my life where I was only playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then there was another year where I was only playing Injustice. Oh, and then there was like a stretch of like 6 months where I was playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Maybe that was a poor investment of my time in the long run, but I think it's just like, for me to do it, I need to be okay with the fact that of what the game is and how much of the game is sort of played in your face, and the moment to moment is, can I deal with the pace of play and the way that decision making is made. And I think also ultimately, like, actually putting in the work to get better. I'm very stubborn with learning tech, and I'm sure that would go a long way to easing my discomfort when I play this game. Oh no. Ooh, good throw. Get me in the corner. Good throw again. Ooh.
You win.
Yeah, I think it's being able to accept the game for what it is and what it isn't, and putting in the time to get better and not being stubborn about, I wish it played like this, I wish it played like that. And if I do wish it played like that, and I think I've come to realize that with Street Fighter Arcade Edition, seeing the changes that they made and the changes that they didn't make, a lot of the mechanical changes I would have liked to have seen, and those not being rolled into the game kind of tells me that Capcom is good with more or less the shape that the game is currently in. And so my fundamental issues about how the game are designed they're here to stay, and so that's up for me to decide if I want to stick with that or not. Alright, let's maybe we'll do like one or two more.
Time for
I'm
battle.
hoping we can get at least one G. I got a bunch of G players before the stream started. I have that footage. I'll put that on the site as well, but I was really hoping we could get G on the stream at least once. And there it is. Ask and you shall receive. And that was a really gross burp that I just did, by the way. I probably shouldn't have said that. What was the point of Juice Man Jew. That said, I think Capcom has done... I really applaud them for putting in the work that they have to get this game to where it is today. Like, I'm still upset that they released the game in the shape that they did, but they worked really hard to get this to a much better place. And so, I have no problem recommending this game to people now who have interest in playing a modern Street Fighter game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, what a sweep. There it is.
Not my day. Okay, 10 points. I did it. Round 2. Fight.
Oh no. Uh-oh. What was that? Also, the internet. Uh-oh. Again. I'm guessing that's some sort of command grab. Oh, jeez. This is gonna hurt. Damn. Alright.
Yes, we are one. Final round. Fight.
It's weird that that move is not an overhead. It looks like the definitive overhead, and it's not. There it is. Okay, let's finish this off. Oh no! Bye.
Not my day. You win.
I will say, I mean, like, it helps that I've won a bunch against players who are still trying to figure out their character, but I admit I'm having fun right now.
Round one.
I think where it really got frustrating, and I mean this is part of it too, was just my desire to get higher in the rankings and the leaderboards, because that was such a point of strength for me as a Street Fighter 4 player, where I was near the top of that leaderboard for so long, and I was really hoping I could do the same in Street Fighter 5, and to Capcom's credit, I think the matchmaking is a lot better, and I lose a lot more. I was losing a lot more. I got to the point I was probably right where I should be at, 50% win rate, and when Street Fighter 4 I was losing a lot less, and so having to lose, I mean that's like ultimate first world fighting game problems of like, I'm losing half my matches, matchmaking's working. Alright, there we go. Like, that's super whiny, and I understand that. Okay, this guy's... Oh! Uh-oh. You gonna turn this around on me now? Oh, oh no! I'll take it. I'll take it.
You win.
Let's do like